Bonjour, hello, and welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Okay, I'm in Les-Orres. I'm going skiing. But it's not just the only objective though. Going skiing up in the Glacier. I'll cover more of that when I get up there. The ulterior motive today is to suss out stuff for tomorrow. Today's Thursday, my day off. I also have day off on Friday as well, so I'm coming back tomorrow to play a bit of radio up there. More on that one as well. But today I'm not just going for a ski, I'm sussing out stuff, logistics, all that stuff for the radio. So here's the video for today, going skiing on the Glacier. So just came up this telecabine, and the options here, this is the Glacier. Looks a bit black down there, but that's ice. And this is all the skiing area with all the ski clubs, the ski schools. Schools come up here, it's part of their curriculum. And I have a choice here. I can take one of these two T-bars up, or I can go here, and there's a little thing called the ascenseur, which is a lift which takes you down to a funicular, which is a railway that is actually built into the rock underneath the glacier, and it comes up just above this glacier. Now this glacier is called the Glacier Mantel. I can only remember that because it's an anagram for mental. The other one, I think there's another one above. I'll do a view check at the top there, and I'm going to just suss out exactly what the logistics are. Today I'm carrying skis and poles and backpack. Tomorrow it's going to be the radio gear. Everything's been okayed. I've been in touch with the police, the lift people, the people in charge of the station and everything. Everyone seems to be okay with it all. A bit of jumping through hoops, as it were. So I'm going to head down, take this down, and I'll be over to the GoPro next. It saves getting this camera out and damaging it. And then we'll be up the top there at 3,400 meters altitude, which is about 11,000 feet. At the moment I'm at 3,200 meters altitude, which is about 10,500 feet. Quite a high up place. So this is my first time in the ascenseur. Let's go and have a look. See the spot here. Monsieur? Monsieur? Excusez-moi, c'est là-bas ou là-bas? Merci. Okay. Two doors were open. And we have to call the lift here. And there it goes. And then you can just see the start of the tunnel on the left there out the building, where the train goes up in the rock. My chariot arrives. So a couple of people have joined me on here, but yeah, this goes down. You can see some works and things that going on. This is the cable car that I've just taken up from the bottom. And as you can see, there's a lot of works, as I say. Don't know if you can hear me over the noise, but I'll cover that later. And we've arrived. We've got out the door at the side here. For the train here, I'm going to get on as far forward as possible because it arrives up at an angle and I want less climbing possible. Bonjour. Bonjour. So we're just waiting on a driver change here, and this goes up pretty steep at the top end there, which is why I've parked my skis at such an angle, otherwise they would just fall back. And halfway up we pass the other one on the way down. It goes up in the cables, and we'll see that. I'll activate the camera for that one too, so we'll get going in a couple of minutes. driving up here now, and you can see the angle that we're at. These posts are almost vertical, they're actually past it. So we've got a little walk up. Oh. Bon, merci. Wow. Size of the cables. Bon, merci. And here we are. So, just arrived up. This is where I've come out just now. This is one of the T-bars that comes up from not down the bottom, halfway up or halfway down, depending on whether you're positive or negative. Now, I don't want to be walking too far, especially on snow with all the gear. So this fence ahead of me here, I think, is the one that I can fix to, and do that tomorrow. So a quick view check, a little bit of a breeze here, but nothing too much. And we've got the viewpoint there with the map, table map. We've got the Miège, which is above the resort of, the legendary resort of La Grave, the grave. So yeah, Mont Blanc's over there, but it's covered in cloud just now. Just amazing. I think the wind's coming in now. Looking round to the south-ish, Les-Orres is over there somewhere. That's just an astonishing place. So I'm going to get on the skis, and I'm going to check out, one, have a bit of fun with skiing, but I'm going to check out whether that looks possible or not. It'll be a short walk from there, round the back of the building here and over to there, but I'm just going to check the logistics of that and make sure that that fence is solid enough and away from people and wires and all sorts. So a bit of skating required here, like this fella in the distance is doing. So just to get up and under the arrival of the T-bar there. So I'll be walking from there, but there's no point in me skiing down just to ski up again. Snow's quite crystally, but feels fast. I did my warm-ups in the cable car, so not the train, the cable car below. So yeah. This looks pretty good. Can even make myself a little seat here and everything. And that'll be just a walk round, or the way I just came. The top glacier's not open, so let's go and ski. As I say, a beautiful day here. A little bit cold up here. I believe it's about 6 degrees at the top end here. So we'll go down. The snow's actually really nice. That's the top of the cable car down there. So that's my ski for today. Now with all the arrangements and things that I've had to do before, I'm kind of pressed for time here. It closes at lunchtime because in the afternoon the snow's just rubbish and they have to get on the case to prepare it for the next morning. So across the side here I'll do a little bit of a look over. That's where all the ski slalom training and stuff goes on, and the public is where I am just now. There's not many on the public area. So that's it. Stick around for the end of this video because I'm going to activate the camera again on the cable car on the way down to show what all these works are about. It's absolutely huge and spectacular, so I'll put that in at the end of the video as well. So anyway, that's it for today. Skiing on the 6th of July. 7th of July tomorrow is radio up here. So thanks for watching. So here's the double T-bar going up, snowboarders and stuff going up. There's two run parallel with each other. This is the single one that we saw the top of just now, and there's another one that runs across there for the slalom area where all the training is going on. And if I zoom in a bit on that, hopefully, very difficult with the viewfinder because it is so bright today. So a couple of the racers going past on this T-bar. So the view's astonishing, just absolutely astonishing, with Alpes d'Huez in the background there across the other side of the valley. So I'm going to now ski down here, down to the end of the piste here, walk up, and I'll be taking the cable car down and meet up with some friends for lunch. And just to explain on the outro there, I do have my juggy bonnet on my head. Two reasons. One, the GoPro thing doesn't quite stick to my head so well with having so much hair, but also the sun is twice as strong here. It's got a couple of kilometres less atmosphere to go through, plus there's a reflection of the snow, so it's kind of 3 times stronger than it would be at the seaside. Anyway, let's get all strapped up so I don't lose anything. And yeah, it's just astonishing to see some of the places as well where I've been up here in winter, and places I've skied and I think, gee whiz, that was underneath. So yeah, let's go. Skiing uphill, and it's time for walkies. So as we head down, as we prepare to go shooting out here, here we go. And what they're doing, I'll wait till we get past the pylon and the wheels here, so it'll make a bit of noise. Not good for those who don't like heights. Okay, what they're doing is they're replacing this lift, this two-stage cable car, with another one, and what they're doing is they're building another one next to it. So at the top here, they've obviously had to wait. It's a bit behind what was below. Sorry about the scratchiness, that's just the state of the windows here. I can't go leaning out of anything. So they've just commenced here, they've just started at the top here once the snow finally went away for them. So I'll do a couple of more scenes on the way down and show the progress of the other ones. Now if I can look through the scratch, more pylon noise. If I can look through the scratchiness here, then we can see down here where the next pylon down will be. I'll have a closer look on the way past. I'm just waiting for this other cable car going past here. I'll zoom out and you can see the actual speed of it. With the view in the background, yay, people in there. So this is actually available obviously for pedestrians, piéton as it's called in French. So I'll be coming up as such tomorrow, and there won't be such urgence to get away before the last lift down. So looking back up with the glacier behind, Another cable car going past. And this is the next pylon. So there's been a lot of snow here. There would have been an avalanche risk here for a long time until the snow finally melted away. So stuff going on there as well. And they've taken away a chairlift as well that this next lift will be replacing. We can see just down below here the pylons that have been taken to bits. We head through another one here and a bit of noise. And a couple more pylons down there as well that they've taken away from the old chairlift that was there. One of the boxes. And you can see all the cranes and everything. This is a huge operation. Wait till you see what's further down. Even though I've just got my usual 2 t-shirts on underneath this, I am roasting, so the ski jacket needed it up there. I actually needed the hat too. The third usage of that was keeping my head warm, which yeah, it was pretty cold at the top at 3,400. So yeah, let's get the sleeves up. Oh, just make out a digger operating up there. That's one pylon. And then from there, the next one, they're actually limiting, there's not going to be so many pylons, not that there's that many already, but I think it must be crossing over because this is another one that's getting worked on down there. As we go further down, there'll be more progress because they've not had to wait so long for the snow to go. And again, cranes all over the place and stuff. And that's going to be the mid-station. What we have here in the white building is the current mid-station. So they're building it right next to this one, but it looks like it's going to actually end up crossing over where this one is just now. It's through another pylon and the noise. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Concrete production facility there. That's one of the restaurants that's probably getting used to feed the workers and stuff. You can see all the containers, cranes, the actual works and everything. It will then go right across to the right there and over the edge and down to the village. But it's a huge project. Just how many containers there? 40, 50 of them at least. And of course the transportation, there was helicopters buzzing around everywhere when I came up earlier. So, wow, never seen this place like this. It's a massive project, and there's a wagon just on its way up just now. So just coming up to the mid-station here, normally in winter you can get out there and go skiing halfway up, or you can continue up and ski on the glacier and carry on right the way down. There is actually possible to go, I think it's 2,200 meters of drop in one ski run. So arrive in here, decelerate. It undoes from the cable and links up to a system of chains here. Sometimes, like in winter last time I was here, you actually had to get out and get round and go back in again, and the same coming up. But not this time. You can see the doors opening automatically. I could still get out just now if I wanted to, but no, I've got the cable car to myself. So, but you can see the tracks. It'll either, as in winter, it'll go round here and back up again, or as in summer here just now, they're just carrying on and then we'll carry on down. Huge, I mean look at the mechanisms and stuff. Hopefully the camera's making this out. All the massive wheels, cables, chains, not to mention the cable cars themselves, all the coordination, control systems. It really is enormous. And to think that they're building another one that I think is going to be bigger capacity right next to this. Incredible. So we've got the old promotions on the go. Les-Orres 3600, which is the very top of the top glacier there. As we're heading round on, we've disconnected from the rails there, back on the chains again, and in a wee second we'll do a quick double turn and head straight back out again. This will get a bit noisy in a second. As soon as we start this scoot out after the one in front of me here, we're connecting up to another rail below here that guides us out, and then onto the cable up above that'll then whisk us down the mountain. Now at the moment here, the halfway point is 2,600 meters altitude. Goodness knows what that is in feet. I'll put that into the edit so you can see the one in front. It's gone. And we're well above any tree line here. There's no trees up here at all. So the time here just now is just before midday. We just hooked onto the wire, so we should start accelerating in a bit. But just the construction of these things is phenomenal. The size of these pylons, the size of these pillars next to me, and I just seen a truck going past here, full-size truck laden up with rocks and stuff. You can see all the stuff laid aside. That's the size of the cranes, that's the size of the project. Again, looking through the scratchy screens. So that'll be the new midway point, and down here the next pylon. This pylon, and then the next one further down, if I can get through this scratchy screen to see this. And that's where the next one's going to be. After that one, I'll show you in a little second. Whoops, this thing's still swaying about. Again, when I look at places that I've skied in winter, just have a look at what's underneath there. Wow! There's one of the lakes that's usually frozen over all winter. And yeah, I've been on these lifts before. I'll maybe hook up a couple of links, top right screen, of winter time here that I've been skiing. I've been on that lift, done a video when we've gone over these rocks and up and over. So we're heading down to this next pylon, which is going to stop me from yapping, and the next pylon for the new lift you can just see to the right there. So I'll just cover that in a minute. We've got the noise coming up, the wheels and the ratchets and stuff like that. 3, 2, 1. So that's the next pylon for us ahead of us, and the next pylon for the new lift there. Now the new lift will be going over to the horizon in one hour off that, just like we're about to do. I'm hearing marmots squeaking. But yeah, with the window open here, I can actually raise the camera up and have a little closer look. And this is the next pylon. You can see as we're getting further down, they're getting progressively more advanced. And then this huge valley ahead of us here, it'll go across there in a one-hour, as we're about to do with this next pylon next to us here. So let's have a little look down at what's going on here. You can hear the marmots. And then we're going right across the valley here. Check out these boys. Wow. Almost like that famous picture of the skyscraper in New York. Look at this. So we've just come across from our last pylon next to the new pylon, and this is our next pylon, and the next one for the new lift should be across the right here somewhere. I think it's just over the brow, but it's going to be a big, high, tall one. So yeah, this is where the next one's getting built down here. So you can see the concrete trucks, and they've got to come up the mountain every time with all that, or round from that concrete depot down the bottom. Now, or not down the bottom, as we went past just now. Looking down on the village of Les-Orres, Mantel. And the next platform just down here, or next pylon, you can see the crane next to it. Where are we? there. And then all the works that's going on down the bottom. And I'll finalise this after we've gone through this current pylon that we're about to go through, and I'll zoom in a bit on the works at the bottom here. I'll have the necessity to pack up all my gear getting ready to get out, but it's massive, the project, absolutely huge, and it's not the only one. There's other works going on up the other side of the mountain there. It's just incredible. The huge investments that must be going on here. So that's it. Thanks again for watching. Well, it's not quite it. It's so hard sometimes to put the camera away when I've been doing a video. So yeah, now level with the top of that crane. A lot of equipment, and again, all the works down there. And where this comes in is the little grey roofs down there. I'm parked just behind that hotel there, so little walk, maybe 50-60 metres with all my gear. And tomorrow, repeat, but no skis, no ski boots, no ski poles. Maybe take my jacket up. That's one thing I wanted to suss out today, was whether I would need it. So I'll take my jacket up, the ski jacket, just to make sure I can keep warm. But tomorrow's going to be a radio day up there. And the final pylon.